The Heroes Path is now open where you have the chance of actually getting Packmaster Shyak if you didn't get him the last time, but also to get Throatripper's Perfect Soul. So for today's video, we need to go ahead and actually take a look at this Heroes Path. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. They had given us the notice that we would finally be getting something to give us the perfect soul for Throatripper, and it turned out to be a Heroes Path, which they're actually calling Orc's Path. Now in this Orc's Path, you have to either get artifacts and accessories or also summon champions, and then both of these are actually going to get us points. I will say at first glance, and I was surprised at this seems like a very straightforward Heroes Path. I feel like if anything, we have to give Raid a bit of props to that, because I was expecting something way more complicated. I was expecting having to go through doing keys and everything just to try to get these things. Now, obviously they are down two different paths, and that was fully expected. We already knew it would be that way. And looking at the amount of points, it really is going to depend if you have the resources to actually be able to both, because you are looking at 110,000 points to actually be able to get both of these. Now, I guess depending on how many points you're able to get and things like that, it's really going to depend how much you want to put into this event. So if we're talking about artifacts and accessories, if we're looking at like the best of the best, your rank 6 mythical, you're getting 64 there. But realistically, we're going down to a legend, for myself anyway. Say that's a 51. Realistically, it's going to be a rank 5, which is 38. But let's go down even further. It'll probably be an epic 31. So definitely some in there. But I do think that biggest place to be able to get these points is going to be the shards. Because for the shards, you're pulling a sacred shard. It is going to be 4,500. Primal shard being 1,800. Void shard 715. Ancient shard 300. And your mystery shards of 3. So if I'm talking about myself and say I simply wanted to do this event by pulling shards, I myself would definitely not have enough to actually go ahead and get Shyak, let alone getting the perfect soul here for Throatripper. Now, it's not to say that I'm not going to completely try. I will do a little bit in here, but looking at what is required, unless I want to go ahead and spend a ton of my gems, and I really currently don't have the shards to go for it. So I know where I'm laying with this event and kind of what I'm going to be doing. But when it comes to you and what you should be focusing on, it really does depend on, did you already do the fusion for Shyak? Because if you did, I mean, at least you've got him. That's good. Now you can focus on the perfect soul. Or if you're going to get both, it really depends how many resources are you wanting to put into this. So for me and myself, of course, the place I'm at in Raid, the progression I have made, I'm going to go ahead and just essentially try to get my points, and then I'll decide what I want to do from there. And kind of by the end of it, I'll take a look, figure out what path. So because part of it is getting artifacts and accessories, again, I don't think I'll really be pulling any shards. I mean, I will do my like daily pull that I need to actually do, or my 3 pulls, I should say, in pulling my mystery shards. So I or get some points here at least. No, I'm not going to dip into my sacreds or voids or anything like that. They can just hang out for now. I do need to do a bit of farming, of course, so I will go ahead and do that. Hey, at least we got an uncommon. But with the events or tournaments that are also going on and kind of like what's overlapping right now, the spider tournament is still happening, where you're only able to use champions from Lizardman faction. There's only one person that's done this. And I know for myself, like I am struggling my account for the champs that I actually have for this, having like one champion built. I don't even know if it could do, like, can he do stage 1? Can Venomage solo this at stage 1? Because I apparently only have one champion altogether built from the Lizardman faction. So I definitely need to go ahead and change that, because I don't know how he's gonna do just on his own here, but I should be able to get some type of artifacts and some type of accessories which can at least go towards this Heroes Path, which they're calling an Orc's Path, which totally fair because of the champs that are in it. But I am curious to know if you guys were surprised by it. Like I said, I think for a Heroes Path, super straightforward. I know some people were kind of hoping for a Titan event and didn't get that. But how do you feel about the fact that it is a Heroes Path? Is this happy about? Are you wishing it was something else? Do you think it's more, I guess, doable in the sense that it's kind of, you get to it, you don't have to do any like backtracking, getting keys or anything like that to actually get it. So from that part, I will say I think they did a good job there. So my plan then with this Orc's path is just really, as I said, kind of I'm gonna go through, do my dungeons, do kind of my daily things, and then go from there and see how it goes. I am going to be prioritizing going towards Shayak, but I can't see myself actually grabbing the champ. I don't think I'll have enough points. So worst case, I think I'll probably go down onto, I'm thinking the left side, and then I will go towards the legendary skill tome because I think that's going to make the most sense for me. Yeah, over the 4-star chicken, I'm thinking, so for my path, it's going to be just kind of down onto the left side here and grab what I essentially can here. Unless I somehow, something changes along the way and I do decide to go right for Shayak with the amount of points and everything that I have. That's what I'll do. But as I said, because there's not really a tournament that is happening right now, for the tournaments here, like the only thing that's actually going on is the spider tournament, which not really able to do that. So definitely not able to do the dragon tournament unless I go ahead and build a bunch of lizardmen. Sand devil tournament's still going on, but I'm not anywhere close to there either. So I think my best bet's just going to be waiting for the champion training tournament and then go ahead and just get a bunch of fodder ready. So for this one, they are going to have the Drake's Blood Perfect Soul available for the #1 spot. Now that is a champ that I actually do not have, so it's not necessarily one that I'm running for, but I think that's where my energy is going to kind of make the most sense in some of this champion training, just to at least grab some of the rewards that are along the way. But I have actually really been prioritizing doing the super raids right now for Minnow. There's about a week, 5 days left, and I do still have quite a bit of champs that I need to run through this to be able to kind of finish their masteries on. So this is more or less where I've been spending my energy and where I continue to see myself spending energy. It is just unfortunate that something like this is not going to count for Orc's Path because I'm not getting accessories, I'm not getting gear from this, but I am getting very valuable scrolls that I could use. And actually, talking about that and kind of ways that we wish we can get it, I asked you guys what was some of the things that you wanted to see in Raid, and that is going to be a video coming up. So be sure that you guys stick around, subscribe so you don't miss out when I do put that video out. But this is, yeah, where I am spending the majority of my time. I want them to make this permanent, and they kind of like hinted at that. They're like, yeah, it's an event right now because we're going to see how things run. So I can see this becoming a permanent thing. I want to say soon, but it depends on what soon means for Clarium's world, I guess. But yeah, so essentially the super raids on Minnow is just to test how things are going, but I'm happy to have it. So right now I'm trying to take advantage of it to really just improve my champions. So as I said, this is where my energy is going. I will be doing some of the champion training as well, and we'll see how many points I end up with at the end of this. But I definitely am not going to be dipping into my shards. Not that I have many anyways, but I won't be dipping into that or my gems just to go ahead and do this hero path, at least for myself at this moment. The level I'm at still, which is still very early game in the resources and stuff, I have a lot of places I need to put my energy toward, like literally my energy towards. So I am still kind of going with the flow, seeing how things go. And of course, having more than one account and splitting my time between it. But I am definitely still enjoying it, enjoying playing my accounts and learning that just because I cannot do every single event and things, that's okay. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free legendary champion on day 1. And then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. That's it for me and for today's video. I want to hear from you guys. What is your strategy moving forward with this Orc's Path? And as I said, be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the videos where I actually talk about what are some of the things that you guys want to see, or what is some advice you have that Plarium could do things to improve in game. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!